Shalom Chiefs, welcome back to today's video, and in this video is the third preparation episode for the Galarian Elite Gym Challenge. So we are going to just dive straight into it because there's a lot to cover. So be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, give us a comment as that really helps us in the algorithm. Obviously check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6:30 PM GMT or BST, depending on the current time zone. That's in the evening. And let's get into it. So what we had, as unfortunately we couldn't get the dub, the Gengar worked out really well. I really like the build. It was just the Mimikyu was really annoying at the time, but I think the build that I had I'm actually very happy with. It was just the priority moves just kind of countered the Gengar very well. I'm very happy with that. I was going to go into the Bullet Punch with the Lucario in the end because I got told it was a special move, but so I changed to the Bullet Punch to only find out that Bullet Punch was a egg move for Riolu, so I couldn't go into that. So I eventually went into the Poison Jab for it, and I think that worked out very well. Also, I do still have the original build for that if we need to change back, but as you know, we are now going on to the Mountain Badge, which is a ground type gym. I'm super excited for that. So what we're going to be doing is working out who is kind of, you know, super effective to ground and what we can do to counteract that. So for me personally, I think this Gyarados is still really good. I think that would be beneficial towards that. What we can now do is, if I go to my Pokemon, we can go to my weaknesses and strengths chart. Let's see, ground. So electric, fire, poison, rock and steel is good against that. So let's have a look. So grass, ice and water I think are our bets. Yeah, poison, steel. So we need to look here. So by the looks of things, electric, fire, poison, rock and steel is not looking great. So there's a lot of weaknesses in our team here. So we have the Levitate coming out, but we do have, obviously, the rock could be an issue with the Gyarados here, with the Stone Edge, potentially, because it could be ground rock and there could be dual types. So that could be an issue. We have the fire as well. Now, luckily, I think realistically, grass is still good. So we've got the grass on that as well. We may want to look at potentially adding in a grass type, possibly even an ice type. Now, talking to Con off of air, so off of the recordings, he said that I could predict quite a lot of Pokemon to come out. Now, if I'm looking at really good Pokemon, we've got things like Excadrill straight away popping out to me. We have, there's not many I can think of. Maybe Bagzar I can't see. Depends if he wants to go defensive. So in OU, there doesn't seem to be that many ground types, except for I can't see many actually. I thought there would be a lot more. There's a Gastrodon. The Gastrodon could come out with water ground here. I think what else is super effective to it? Grass, water. Is there any grass types that are good apart from steel's not great? You have the Ferrothorn in the grass steel. You have Rillaboom, which could be interesting. And the way it would work is it's built as a physical attacker. You use Grassy Surgeon. You could go with the Choice Band or the Life Orb. Grassy Glide, Superpower with Knockoff, Wood Hammer, Grassy Glide, U-Turn, Knockoff. Could we use that build and go for the Life Orb instead? I may build a Jolly version for speed. If we did G-Max, there's a G-Max build, and there's a Grassy Glide Knockoff, Drum Beating, 100% speed, Wood Hammer, U-Turn. The Grassy Glide is still there with the Assault Vest. Holder's special defense is 1.5 times, but it can only select damaging moves. And there is also a Focus Sash. It doesn't seem to be effective to its own type, so the ground should be fine. The electric, fire, poison, steel. I think Rillaboom could be a really sick one to bring. See, personally, I think, because I'm only allowed to switch out 2, I quite liked the Gengar because of the speed, but I don't know how much it will do, because the typing would suggest. So if we went with water, flying, ghost, poison, then went with fighting steel, sorry guys, fighting steel, we'll do grass steel down here because that would be where our Ferrothorn would go, leaving us with that. Then we'd have a normal grass type here. So what are we looking at here? We'd be going into another physical attacker, and we need special attackers really. So this could be a nightmare, but I could bring that. Cloister could be an interesting one, but again, it's a physical attacker. How would you run it? Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, Liquidation. Kingdra could be interesting, and how would you run that? See, here's an interesting one. We have Hydro Pump, Draco Meteor, Surf, Flip Turn, which user switches out after damaging the target. I just want to see how you would run it. Surf or Flip Turn, monotyping here, choice specs with the water, Surf, Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor with the Hurricane here as well. Now, I would like to check whether ground, grass, ice or water here. The Kingdra could be a good one as well. We could run that, and it can learn like things like Blizzard, Roar Beam. Here we've got monotypes with that. There's no other ones there. BGC 21, you have Muddy Water, Hydro Pump, Pet, Hurricane. You have loads of different things in there. But I think that could be a good one. If Rain is active, this Pokemon speed is doubled. There is the Primarina. If I could get hold of a Primarina, which I don't think I can. I'll have to look into that. Yes, you can't actually obtain it, and I need them to be obtainable. Yeah, personally, guys, I think the way I would personally run it myself is taking out Volcarona and Rotom Wash, but probably Kingdra and potentially Rillaboom. I think it's Water Dragon, and it's decent. So it's unresisted to it's weak to Fire, Flying, and Ghost. Yeah, this could be a really interesting one. I can't really see much else. There is a Water Psychic in Slowking. So how would Slowking be made? It is what looks to be a Regenerator, Scold, Future Sight, Black off their Psychic, nice. There is the Slow Bro, which can be rolled with Scold, Ice Beam, Slack off, Future Sight, and Teleport, which just switches the user out. HP is built very defensively, so this is a little bit harder, guys, than I thought it would be. You have the Water Ground in Swampert. I think I have a Damp one already. So if that's HA, is that HA on this thing? Is there a way to find out? I'm assuming this is the HA. Pretty certain I have a HA Swampert, Shiny Swampert, but I'd have to check. So what is it? Water Ground. If we took out the water and then it did Water Ground, that makes it a little bit better. It's unresisted to flying, so we have, and also Ghost as well. Ghost is an issue, but I can't see any ground ghost types. So if there are ground ghost types, is there anything to suggest? Ghost ground, yeah, he could have a Sandygast, he could have a Palisand, maybe. He could have, that could be the Yamask, and it's Galarian form. He's been recently shiny hunting the Yamask, so it could be that. So that could be an interesting one. So we may want to keep up to that, but obviously Runa Regus, what does it turn into? Now let's have a look. It is ground ghost. It's weak to water, grass, ice, dark. It's immune to electric and fighting, so close combat might not even be a play. So water and grass seems like a shout. Fighting may not even be a shout. Do we just not run Lucario in this battle? Because at the moment, everything's pointing to close combat not working, extreme speed not working. Instead have bug fire. So take out the Rotom Wash, but take out the Lucario at the same time. And then that would turn into flying, ghost, and dark. So maybe that isn't the play. What weaknesses does he have? Ground. And with that build, I think maybe the Swampert's the way to go. Swampert's quite a nice one. But you have the Dragon Fairy. Where's the flying come out of? The flying is unresisted. It's like, don't use that. Where's the dark? Ghost Poison. I didn't think he'd have... Is there any ground dark Pokemon? Crocodile that could come out. And that's it. So if there was a ground dark type, Crocodile would be the only issue, and that's weak to Fighting, Bug, Water Grass, Ice Fairy. So really we could do with like a Pokemon that runs ice moves as well as water moves. I think Electric's out of the question. I think Rotom Wash definitely needs to go, but I'm trying to think of who to swap in. Unless I just don't swap it in. So I do, what would it be? So be Water Flying, Ghost Poison. We do sorry guys, we do Fighting Steel. That turns into Fighting Steel. And then that one would be Water Ground here. That turns into Water Ground. And then you turn that into Bug Fire. And you're weak to Ground and Flying and Ghost. And Ghost is unresisted. So where's the Ground? So the Ghost Poison isn't looking great, and nor is the Lucario. So maybe we go in with, maybe Lucario is a good one to switch out potentially, because it's got a weakness to Ground, and because of the Focus Sash as well, it could have EQ. They could have EQ on any of those. So that might not be the way to go. I'm just trying to think of who to switch out for it. Like, what are we saying? Was there like any dark types maybe? So if we had a dark type, it may work. So is there any dark types that are in OU? Dark Dragon maybe. Does that work? Flying is unresisted in both the, in just that. So maybe, how would you build Hydreigon in OU? You'd have Dark Post, you'd have Earth Power, Flash Cannon, and Roost with a special attacker. The problem, I think I have a Hydreigon on hand, and the reason that's annoying is because A, it's really hard to evolve, and B, it's a sword Pokemon. I obviously play on Shield mainly. I haven't played Sword. I do own Sword, but it's annoying to get. So we just have to kind of work with that, I think. With that in mind, Swampert is a special defensive build. How am I going to run this thing, more importantly? Because I did that last time with Bullet Punch. So I'm thinking, if we went with this build, you're running it, where's the special defensive one? So if we run it like this, with the Damp, so I'd have that, and then we just need to make sure it's Sassy Nature with 0 speed. Right, that's an issue in itself. And I might not be able to get that build done in time. I'd have to get insanely lucky with the Shiny Hunt in order to get that done, because I'd have to get 0 speed on it. I'd have to be insanely lucky at this rate, because we're looking at 2 different Pokemon. And what we'd have to do with this is swap out Stealth Rock for maybe, can it learn? If we did it as a Stone Edge as a physical move, if you ran, what was it, Rock Slide is also a physical. You'd have to run it as a physical attacker. Hydreigon looks to be the play. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with it. I think we're just gonna try and, we're gonna have to find a physical build for Swampert that works, that uses Damp, which this one does, but it has to be 0 speed. I'm gonna run this. We're gonna take a risk and try and get this done in 2 weeks. So, because I'm recording this just after the fight that I've had. So what I think I'm going to run, because I can see that the recording is going over, is we're going to take out, from the looks of our calculator, we're going to take out Rotom Wash and Lucario. So Rotom Wash comes in. I'm going to add the Pokemon in. Import this guy. I'm going to save this. Then we need to change this to Ice Beam. Power doubles if user is damaged by the target. And our speed is slow. Our speed is very slow. So if we could take advantage of Avalanche. It's between Avalanche and Blizzard. I'll have a chat with Con about that one, because we do discuss things, because he's aware, because he watches these videos. So I'm going to put Avalanche on there for now, because I'd like to see if I could get away with that. So wait, hang on. So I need to change that one for Avalanche, please. And then we need to take out the Lucario for what looks to be Hydreigon, I believe. And I like this build. I really like this build. We're gonna have to run a Life Orb on it. What's the Monotype do? So if we run it as a Dark with Nasty Plot, there's a choice spec, so it ups the special attack. You've got Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse with Flamethrower, Fire Blast, which is accuracy of that 90 with that Flash Cannon. That could be good. we can't do the levitate build, which I don't actually like the look of to a degree. I think we'll run this build with the life orb, even though we got a life orb there, but we can use 2 of each item, so we can get away with that one there. So we just need to change this to a life orb here, and then we just need to make this guy shiny, which is pretty nice. Could learn Hydro, which it is a special attacker, so we could do that. I'm thinking of taking Flash Cannon out for that. We could run the Hydro Pump, Hyper Voice. It has Ice Fang, but it's physical. We'll run the Hydro Pump on that. I really like the Roost on this thing, so I think that's good. I'm just going to go through its moves and see if I can see any moves that are pretty damn nice. I'm looking for mainly ice moves, but obviously Ice Fang is physical and I don't want to obviously run that. There's a flying physical move. We've got Dragon Pulse there, Defog, Water in Aqua Tail. Yeah, I think the way to do this would be great. I think that will work fine. So just changing out the Hydro Pump there. So I think that's pretty good. So I can see that the recording is going pretty quick and I haven't got that much time. So we're gonna jump straight in to some battles here. And we'll just do 2 battles because I haven't got that much time today. But I think that's our best shout. So what are we up against? We're up against a Pelipper, Barraskewda. So a very water-based team. So let's go with that. Okay. He's put the battle timer on, but hasn't picked a Pokemon. So we're going with the Ferroform. The Blissey comes out first. And I may need to minus out. There we go. Just a little bit more just to make sure we got that. We're going with the Stealth Rocks first. Yeah, beautiful. Chuck Stealth Rocks down. And we're going to go in with the Leech Seed. And then what I'm going to do is Gyro Ball this thing. There we go. Okay, so now what we want to do is Power Whip this thing. And I didn't hit the Power Whip, damn it. That's not exactly great. We'll Leech Seed it again and see what we could do. Okay, we've Leech Seeded. So we get that heal boost, and then we're going to go in with the Power. It's going to U-turn. Iron Barbs will come out onto the Pelipper. And what are we going to see from this guy? We're going to see the Swampert. We're going to see the Thunderous. Are we going to see the Galarian Slowking? Let's see here. The Galarian Slowking does come out, and again I miss. That's not very good. Okay, so we want to go with... There's the Poison Psychic here. Now according to this, we have Poison, which is ground and Psychic itself. So we could go with the Volcarona here. And Future Sight. And then we could Quiver Dance here. So we could get some extra boost here. This guy is taking hella long. We might only be able to do 1 fight today. Apologies for the video being so long. It's been quite annoying to figure out this team, but I think we're there now. So we got the Quiver Dance. So we're looking at ground. So based on our thing, he was grass only. So we want to go into maybe a Bug Buzz here and see how much damage we do. That was a good shout. Waterfall comes out here and it does take the knock. So what we want to do is then go back into the Ferrothorn here. And then I'm going to Leech Seed regardless because I think he'll switch. So we've got something to fall back on, which he does. And I missed it. These moves on the Ferrothorn today are just not hitting. So there we go. And there goes the Pelipper. I really need these to hit. Swampert comes back out here. We're going to Leech Seed. Flip Turn comes out resisted. With the Iron Barbs coming out here. Slowking comes out. We need this to hit. Beautiful. We'll take the 12%. Right now, we're going to go into the... We've got... I'm going to Power Whip. With the resisted the grass, which is fine. We'll take the extra healing though from the Leech Seed. Blissey will come out. Gorgeous. Okay, Gyro Ball. again, we'll leech seed and try and get some extra damage off. So what's it done? It's calm-minded. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is Power Whip. See how much damage we can do. Stealth Rocks will come back out. Power Whip there. Beautiful. 13% on you. And Gyral to finish. Let's see what he does. Because I think if he switches out, he doesn't keep the Calm Mind. Flamethrower will come out and it will crit me as well. Okay, interesting. So, have we got any fighting moves on any of them? I don't believe so. So we'll just go into our own Swampert here. And we'll see what we can do. We'll Avalanche and see what we can get out of this. Because I think our speed is bad, but I don't know how fast the Blissey actually is. So we'll see. He's taking his time. Taking a lot of time. His time is still going. Okay, Calm Mind again. Oh, you're joking me, bro. Oh, wait, hang on. He's leech seeded still. Aha! Very nice. Wall EQ. Let's see what he comes up with. The Thunderous will come out here. Beautiful. He's immune to the EQ. We'll Avalanche because he's got a legend here. So the Focus Blast will come out. The Avalanche will come out from us. Super effective. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll Ice Beam. He may kill us though, because he knows he's faster. Because our speed is slow. So I don't know what he's going to end up doing. He is going to go back into Swampert here. Ice Beam comes out and we do some damage. And again, we're going to go with the Ice Beam. See what he does. Because at the moment we're wearing him down. We're wearing him down. This is an interesting build because he's got a lot of water Pokemon. Oh, we just about survived. Beautiful. We'll take that there. Our Scooter comes out here. He'll Aqua Jet here. So we're going to go into our Gengar. Okay. Well, has he got Levitate or anything? No. EQ here, super effective. EQ again, super effective. There we go, the Moxie comes out with the Life Orb. And then we can Waterfall maybe? No, we'll go down. This is going to be hella close. So he's immune to that. So we'll go with maybe Dark Pulse. Thunder does to come out. Dark Pulse from us. Knocks him out. Let's see if he can get the dub here. We'll go with EQ because I don't think he's Levitate here. And he's got that. Okay, well, GG. I mean, we lost. No, we haven't. Okay. Wait, actually, no, we have. Which is fair enough. GG. Yeah. That was a very good battle. I thought we could win that, but he had some moves on there that I was not expecting. But I think that's going to be my only battle today. I would do more, but the recording's been nearly an hour now, so I don't want to keep much of your time. And obviously, I will edit this down. But I'm going to leave it there. But I think this team is good. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Again, like I said, I keep practicing over the time. But I think that's a really good team to go with. But that does mean we need to get 2 shinies. However, I think I've got one already. Because I got it in a Dynamax Adventure with Dampon. And didn't really know what to do with it. So the only issue we have is if it's not 0 speed, which I don't think it would be. So we'll have to work on that one, and that'll probably be our first one that we hunt from when I start, and we're gonna have to put in a lot of time and effort to try and get that, because obviously it will be like the Ferrothorn again, which we now have, which is great. So yeah, Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there, so be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new. Obviously, check me out on Twitch every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6:30 p.m. GMT or BST, depending on the current time zone. Be sure to leave a comment on this video as well to make sure that it helps me out with the algorithm, because that does really help me. And obviously, check out ASConflict as well, because he does a load of different Pokemon bits ready for this series. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, Chiefs. Peace. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.